What's up, YouTube gamers? Young Soul dropping another video. And by now, we have all heard that Rise of the Tomb Raider has sold over 1 million units. That was, and again, links to everything you'll see will be in the description. That is in this article you're seeing right now that was posted by the Corporate Vice President of Marketing for Xbox on January 4th, 2016. That Rise of the Tomb Raider sold over 1 million units. Okay, first of all, I want to say congratulations to Crystal Dynamics. Always selling 1 million units of a game is always impressive, and that not to be taken lightly. This video is not about the sales, good or bad, for Rise of the Tomb Raider. This is not to tell you Rise of the Tomb Raider is a good or bad game. You are able to form your own opinion. I'm not here to do that for you. What I am going to show you is, as the title showed earlier, the Xbox fanboy hypocrisy of this. And that is talking about how big a deal Rise of the Tomb Raider selling 1 million units compared to a game they claim was unbelievably niche, as you saw in the title, Bloodborne, and how selling 1 million units when Bloodborne announced it was no big deal, niche, and nobody cares. Here's some things you need to look at, and I apologize, this video might take me a little bit longer just to go through everything, but here's something you need to keep in mind. This article about Rise of the Tomb Raider selling 1 million came out January 4th, 2016. The game actually came out November 10th. Now, I'm not here to tell you that it took all the way till today for it to sell 1 million. But if we go take a look real quick at this article, and again, link will be in the description, that as of April 5th, 2015, Bloodborne had sold 1 million units. Which is amazing in the simple fact that if you look near the bottom, it says that Bloodborne launched March 24th, which is 13 days later. Okay, March 24th through 31st, March 24th through March 31st is 8 days. You can go ahead and count it. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. That's 8 days. And then the first 5 days of April makes it 13. 1 million. So Bloodborne sells 1 million in 13 days. Xbox fanboys call that extremely niche. Nobody cares. Very few people bought it, etc., etc. Now, we see Rise of the Tomb Raider has sold 1 million units. Now, while I don't believe, again, it took all the way from November 10th to January 6th, I highly doubt that it took less than, because, well, let's put it this way. November 10th through January 4th is roughly 54 days, because we all know November 10th to December 10th is 30 days. December 10th through January 10th is 30 days. Another 30 days, that's 60. Minus 4 to get you to, minus 6, to get you to January 4th, which would be 54 days. I think there's a couple, December had 31 days, so actually it was 55 days if you want to be 100% accurate. 55 days. I highly doubt it took 55 days. But even if it only took, let's say, 30 days. Let's say you knock it almost in half, or let's say you knock it completely in half and take 55 days and shave that down to, what is that, 27 days? 27 days. That's still twice as long as Bloodborne took to sell 1 million, even if you cut it in half. I'm trying to give it benefit of the doubt because we don't know exactly when it sold it. So 55 days in half is 27 and a half days. Let's leave the half off of it and just say 27. That's still twice as long as 13 days, which doubled would be 26 days. So it took Bloodborne half the amount of time to sell 1 million units than Rise of the Tomb Raider. Now, I know what Xbox fanboys are going to say. They're going to sit there and tell you, but the install base for the Sony PS4, for PlayStation PS4, hold on just a minute. Two things I want to talk about with that. Number one, whenever Sony comes out with their PS4 numbers, it seems to me every Xbox fanboy and their mother sit there and talk about how Sony's lying and Sony's faking numbers and adding numbers and all this other nonsense. Okay, so you gotta choose, Xbox fanboys. Which one you're gonna believe here? Okay, do you believe Sony when they tell you how many they're selling, or do you believe it's less? Because if you believe it's less, that means Bloodborne 1 million in 13 days is even a bigger deal. But if you believe Sony at their word that it's whatever 30 something million, 32 million at last count, you then have to wonder. Here's the thing. Remember, Bloodborne sold 1 million in half the amount of time. In other words, it took Rise of the Tomb Raider twice as long, twice as many days to sell 1 million. Now, that would make sense if PS4 had twice as many consoles out, meaning 32 million compared to 16, 15, or 16 million or less. But you won't hear a single Xbox fanboy admit that it's 2 to 1. Now, I don't know exactly where the PS4 count, the PS4, install base versus the Xbox One install base. I don't know where that's at, but I'm willing to bet you that Xbox fanboys won't ever claim that it's 2 to 1. And that's the only thing that would make sense for Bloodborne to sell twice as fast. For Rise of the Tomb Raider to take twice as long to sell would only make sense if Xbox One had half the consoles in people's homes, right? Then it would make sense. But there's no Xbox fanboy willing to cop to that. So my basic point is, you sat there, Xbox fanboys, and called Bloodborne niche, and that nobody cared about the game and nobody wanted the game after it sold 1 million in 13 days. Meanwhile, Rise of the Tomb Raider takes double that time, at least, to sell 1 million units. And you guys are hooping and hollering like this is the biggest game ever. You got to make your decision. Either Bloodborne is not as niche as you guys claim it is, which I'm of the belief that that's the truth, or Rise of the Tomb Raider was a colossal flop, even if it did sell 1 million in 26 days, or 27 days, I'm sorry. Because if Bloodborne is niche and nobody cares about it, then how did it sell, 1 million units twice as fast as Rise of the Tomb Raider? Let me know what you think in the comment section. What do you think Xbox fanboys, how they would react to some of these arguments? I've got all my bases covered. I'd love to hear where an Xbox, and keep in mind, I just want to real quick, this is coming directly from Sony and from Microsoft, meaning they are including digital sales. Because Xbox fanboys, no, well, a lot of digital's happening, This is coming from Microsoft, which means they have the digital numbers. That's including digital numbers. Okay, so let me know what you think in the comment section. Tell me where I'm wrong. If you're an Xbox guy and you think I'm full of crap, tell me where I'm wrong. Just tell me where I'm wrong, and and let me know in the comment section, and I'll holla back. Peace.